Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth daily coverage of your Green Bay Packers. We're here every day, Monday through Friday, with new content. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button so you never miss an episode. Today, we're going to start looking at free agency. It's about a week away right now, and one of the positions the Packers certainly have a need at is cornerback. Obviously, the fact that Jaire Alexander probably is not going to be in a Packers uniform in 2025 has a big influence on this need. And realistically, even if they decide to bring Jaire back, the fact that in 3 of the last 4 seasons he's played 7 games or less means that you still need to fortify this position. Now, Eric Stokes probably also not going to be back for the Packers. He is an unrestricted free agent unless Brian Gutekunst decides to re-sign him. So your big 3, your starters right now at corner would be Keisean Nixon and Carrington Valentine on the perimeter, and then second-year man Javon Bullard starting in the slot. Obviously, you'd want to add some depth here, and with all due respect to Valentine and Nixon, I don't think either one of them is a bona fide shutdown corner or a corner one. Nixon probably a solid corner 2. Carrington Valentine aspiring to be a solid corner 2, but none of them are in the same ballpark results wise as Jaire Alexander when he's healthy. So no particular order on these 5, but we're going to start with Byron Murphy. Spent the last 2 years with the Vikings after starting his career with the Cardinals. And look, he went to the Pro Bowl for the first time in his career last year, had 6 interceptions, and, that makes him a really solid pick. Plus, you're adding to the Packers and subtracting from the Vikings. He's 5'11", 190. That's about what the Packers are looking for minimally, size-wise, in a cornerback. And according to ProFootballReference.com, opposing quarterbacks completed 65.5% of their passes when throwing to receivers covered by Murphy, and had a quarterback rating of 76.7. He's 27 years old, so still, a guy who has a couple of years left in his prime before he starts to slow down. Maybe the biggest concern about Murphy is his tackling. He had 9 missed tackles last year, and, that's not his thing. Now, it wasn't Jaire Alexander's thing either. Alexander, never an elite tackler, but certainly that has to be taken into consideration when looking at Murphy. Another candidate for the Packers in free agency would be DJ Reed. He spent last year with the Jets. He's also played for the Seahawks and 49ers. Only 5'9", $188. So the size may be a little bit of a concern. 28 years old, not as much of a ball hawk as Murphy. Murphy had 6 interceptions last season. Reed has 6 in his entire career and did not have any last year. However, he is good in coverage, only a 57.1% completion rating and an 87.1 quarterback rating when quarterbacks threw to receivers covered by Reed last year. He's not a speed burner, but he's smart. He has stayed healthy for most of his career, and he could be a solid addition for the Packers. Next up is a bigger cornerback in Charvarius Ward. He's 6'1", 196 pounds. Middle Tennessee State alum, Pro Bowler in 2023 when he had 5 interceptions and led the league with 23 passes broken up. But last year missed 5 games due to injury, did not intercept any passes. For his career, Ward only allows opposing quarterbacks to complete 55% of their passes. That's really, really good in this day and age where the rules are just geared toward the offense. And he is a more consistent tackler than most of the other players on this list. But, 55% completion percentage for his career, but 61.5 last year, a little bit of an off year. And he will be 29 in May before the season even starts. So again, Brian Gutekunst, when he was looking for those big ticket free agents, Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs, he wanted guys who were more in the 25, 26, maybe 27 range. 29, maybe if you could sign him to a 2 or 3 year deal. An older guy, even older than Ward, is Darius Slay, but Slay, his resume certainly speaks for itself. 6 Pro Bowls, won a Super Bowl, played 14 games last year for the Eagles, but he'll be 35 before the season ends. 6 foot, 190 pounds, so the size is there. And even though he is 34, Slay only allowed opposing quarterbacks to complete 54.7% of their passes and had a quarterback rating of just 81.9. When he entered the league, he ran a 4.36 40 at the combine. Probably not that fast anymore, but still, he can give them a year, maybe 2 of savvy, smart cornerback play. And I think he could be a very short-term solid addition. Last on the list, and again, these are not in any particular order, but that's Carlton Davis. He was a Lion last year after spending 6 seasons in Tampa Bay. Big guy for a cornerback, 6'1", 206, 28 years old, had 2 picks in 13 games for the Lions. And again, only a 55.3% completion percentage for quarterbacks throwing to receivers covered by Davis, and a quarterback rating of only 77.0. Doesn't have great speed, but very positionally sound, and a bigger guy who can tackle. Again, all of these guys, here's the thing, none of them perfect. All of them have advantages and drawbacks, and now it's up to Brian Gutekunst to figure out if he wants to spend money at corner by bringing in a free agent. Is he more comfortable drafting a free agent? All of these things are distinct possibilities. Don't forget to check out our website at thepackerspost.com, where we'll have in-depth daily coverage of your Packers Monday through Saturday. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Hit the like button and feel free to comment if you feel there's any cornerbacks we left off this list. Always great to hear from you, and we will answer all comments. I'm Gil Martin. Thanks for watching the Daily Packers Post. Have a great day, and of course, go Pack Go.